What is going on, beautiful people? Lee Hammock, diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness here. Welcome to another self-aware narcissist live. Just going live real quick to let y'all know we're doing our next in-person workshop on May the 20th in Orlando, Florida. May the 20th, Orlando, Florida. Our next in-person workshop, me, Ben Taylor, Raw Motivations, and Catherine Kleiss as Stan Coaching are coming together, y'all, to put that on. May the 20th. And so, y'all, I'm at my son's baseball. Yeah, I do one-on-ones over Zoom, y'all. If y'all interested in one-on-ones over Zoom, the link is in my bio as well for that as well. I have so much experience talking to people, helping people survive narcissistic, toxic relationships. And I also talk to narcissistic people as well, if you're interested in that perspective as well. So, yeah. But also, y'all, I'm just in my son's baseball game. If y'all want to hop on the live and ask some questions on person, on the live, just send me a request. We can chat for a few minutes if you want to. Just send a request in, and just let y'all know before you hop on the live, I do post these onto my YouTube channel. So you don't have, like I said, if you don't want to be posted, don't hop on the live, because I've done these lives before, and I'll post them. Oh, Lee, I didn't know you were gonna post it. Like, y'all, it's public. This is not a private live. This is Instagram live. How does being an influencer affect your NPD? It doesn't affect my NPD that much, y'all, honestly, because I've always kind of been inspirational. Anyways, yo, Lee, you're teaching me how to deal with my dad? Oh, love it, love it, love it. Hope I'm glad I'm teaching you how to deal with your dad. Sometimes you have to cut him off. You know what I mean? I know that's the toughest decision you have to make, but sometimes people want to exhaust all options. You know, I get it. It is it's very hard being in a emotionally abusive relationship with your parents. It is really tough. But like I said, y'all, if you want to send a request in and hop on the live, I'll chat with you on the live. We can chat. Keep it short and sweet to the point. We can just keep it hot, you know. But I'm at my son's baseball game right now, y'all. So that's why I'm sitting in the car sweating. Sweaty Eddie. Call me Sweaty Eddie. So a lot of people doing it. Nobody said. But yeah. How do you get rid of a narcissist who won't go away? Sometimes you have to force them. Y'all, sometimes you honestly have to force them to go away. You have to force that narcissistic person to leave you alone. You know, you have to. Sometimes you have to force them. They won't leave you alone, y'all, because a lot of them think that they own you and you belong to them. Can dealing with a narcissist turn someone into one? It can't necessarily turn you into a narcissist, but you can start behaving very narcissistically, very toxic. You can look like a narcissist, and somebody might call you a narcissist when you start acting like one. Yeah. Oh my God, so hard. I still live with my parents, and they're very toxic and negative. Oh yeah, definitely. So there you go. Advice on going no contact with someone who lives in the next building from you. Still see them. Yeah, just because they live next, just like no contact doesn't mean you don't see them. Sometimes you can't avoid them. You know, if you work with them, you don't have to talk to them. You don't have to talk to them. You don't have to speak to them. You don't have to look at them. You know, if that helps you heal, that helps you heal. You don't have to look at them like, oh, you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? If they're violent, threaten legal action, mine left me alone that way. Look, I wouldn't say threaten legal action. Do it. Don't just threaten it. Sometimes you have to follow through, because the threat will set some of them off. You know, the threat will have them popping up at your house getting angry at you. So I wouldn't just say, everybody's situation is different, and use discretion. But of course, like I said, the threat doesn't necessarily mean that they'll leave you alone. Can y'all start teaching how to actually play them at their own game? Why you want to play the game? Why not just leave them? Why not just leave them alone? I just feel like getting involved, being toxic to a toxic person doesn't, you have two toxic ass people dealing with each other. You know, how does that benefit anybody? You know what I mean? How does that benefit anybody in that scenario right there? Lord said, just leave them alone. Just leave them. Forget it. I know some of y'all want some vengeance. I know some of y'all want vengeance. I know some of y'all do. Sorry about your son. What about my son? My son is right here. My son out here playing baseball. I'm watching him play baseball. Oh, there you go. He just smacked one. Nice. He just got a hit. How did you get to the point that you acknowledge your NPD? Y'all, it's been years and years of therapy. Plus, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 37 years old. So I see the world differently now than I did when I was 22 years old. If I would have started therapy at 22, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked as good as it is right now. I'm a grown-ass man with 3 kids and a wife. And bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? And a life to live. I like my life right now. You know what I mean? Oh, you can put the question on the bottom of the screen. Say, how does a narcissist feel about having an order of protection placed on them? Some narcissistic people will follow the order. Some of them won't. Some of them will become very angered by the order and be very, be very aggressive towards you and whatnot. Yeah. How do you maintain a marriage with NPD? Just hard work. It's not an easy task being married and having a personality disorder. I promise you. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I am.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for all you are doing.
Okay. How can I help you out today? What's going on?
Um, I just got separated from my wife,
Okay.
and it's like I'm struggling to make sure she's narcissistic. She's narcissist. All
You struggling to make sure that
yeah,
not. So in these positions right here, what I typically tell people is to pay attention to the behaviors. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily need the label of narcissistic or narcissist or whatever. Just pay attention to the behaviors, because you know what you've experienced, in these circumstances, in these situations. You know what you've experienced, you know what you went through and things like that. So pay attention to the behaviors. Don't necessarily worry about the label too much, I know the label can help you sometimes, but I would just say pay attention to the behaviors you experience. Write down the truth of what happened, not a distorted version of the truth, the actual truth of what happened and what you went through and how you ended up at this point right here. I feel like that helps you out.
yeah, that's helped a lot. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's no problem. That's what I'm here for. Like I said, don't worry about. You don't need a diagnosis to determine the behaviors that you've been experiencing. You know what I mean? So I was just focus on what you went through, how you dealt with it, and how you survived it. And I feel like that'll help you out a lot in the long run.
Okay, yeah, that's help because yeah, you're right. I don't need to know for sure.
Yeah.
I just need to know it first.
Yeah. I feel like it helps.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, no problem, man. You be safe. Take care of yourself.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Boom. Live chats. I love live chats. Short and sweet too. Yeah, like I said, like I was just telling him, I know everybody, some people, the word narcissist can help people out. It does help people understand what they've been through. You know what I mean? But don't focus so much on the word. Just hit the behaviors. You know what I mean? Hit the behaviors, understand the behaviors that you're experiencing. And I feel like that in the long run, that helps you more than anything. Should narcissists even be in relationships? I think narcissists should be in relationships as long as they're not hurting anybody. Not only narcissists, I feel like anybody in that instance right there. How do you maintain a marriage with NPD? I think I answered that already, y'all. It's a tough journey. Like I said, I think working on myself so much, and me and my wife just having more open communication helps out a lot as well. Has anyone had the narc try to call children's service on you? If so, how did it go? So I feel like that's a question for the comments, y'all. But some narcissistic people will try to use police and will try to use the legal system to abuse people. Abuse, post-separation abuse by proxy is a real thing when you're dealing with toxic relationships, y'all. It's just one of those things that happens. I'm not trying to minimize it, but it is one of those things that happens. Why is it that it's so difficult to move on? I want revenge, but I know that's not right. So, why is revenge not right? So, again, y'all, I may take this with a grain of salt because I have a personality disorder. Remember that. But why is revenge not right? I feel like you're a human being. Most human beings want revenge on people who've hurt them. If somebody slaps me, I want to slap that person back. If somebody lies to me, I want that person to feel the pain that I felt. You see what I'm saying? I don't think necessarily seeking revenge makes you a bad person, or it's wrong. I feel like it's a normal human reaction. Don't beat yourself up for wanting revenge. But ask yourself this right here: what does revenge look like to you? What does it look like to you in this circumstance, in these situations right here? You know what I mean? And how, if you got the revenge that you wanted, how would that look and how would it make you feel in the long run? Doesn't make you a bad person to seek revenge, because like, y'all, a little vengeance. Vengeance is mine. Vengeance will be mine, said the Lord. But like, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. But like, sometimes, God be moving a little slow. What's going on? How you doing? Hey, what's going on? You hear me okay? I don't think you, oh,
Yes.
hey, what's going on?
Hi.
How you, hey,
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. I can help you out today.
Uh, I just joined the live video. I had a longtime friend who pretty much flipped the switch. And then after I realized enough lies and disrespect, I went no contact last summer.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard from the person again, but they did a very minor smear campaign online. And after looking at the patterns over the years, and I learned what narcissism was, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what I dealt with.
Oh, yeah.
I've had all the feelings of anger back and feeling like why and wondering why I was such a fool to not see it earlier. But I've learned enough about what it was
Yeah.
that I actually feel really good that I held my ground and then just went no contact.
Oh, yeah. No contact helps you out in a lot of situations to help you heal, to help you get past, and to help you, help. It also helps you bring a different level of understanding to what you've experienced as well. A lot of times I know people, some people frown upon going no contact. They make it sound like it's childish or something like that. Like, why can't you just talk to people? Yeah, everybody don't need to be talked to. You know what I'm saying?
And I tried. It's like early on, I would defend myself and I'd get a weird answer. And I'm like, I don't think this person gets it.
Yeah.
And after too many boundaries being crossed, I'm like, this person's not figuring it out. I got to take care of me.
Yes.
And I need to step away. And I don't have any fear about the person. The smear campaign was kind of silly.
Yeah.
She has a smaller circle of influence in the general area than I do. And I keep to my promise. Any secret that she has told me within when our friendship was active, I don't repeat, because it's all about sending out the right energy. But if someone asks me, why don't you talk anymore? I say, after this disrespect, this is what happened. I had to step away. I wish them the best, but I don't want to have anything to do with them again. There's no way she could contact me whatsoever. And it's really for the best. And I never met anyone like that before, but after through you and some others, I'm like, this is what it is. It adds up.
Yeah. So I went through that experience in my own real life with a friend that was super narcissistic. Started spreading rumors behind my back. It's all just trying to ruin what I actually have going on now, which is kind of wild. So I had to cut him. We in the same circle. We used to work together, so it's just like we know the same people. And I'm just like, I just don't talk to him anymore. I cut him off and went no contact with him. I haven't talked to him since February or something. I was just like, look, that's the end. Some things people know they've done you wrong. You don't need to explain it to them. Everything doesn't need to be explained. You don't. Hey, this is you off. You know I'm cutting you off. You know what you did. You know what you said.
Right. What's interesting is when I look back, I said the whole time in our friendship, she would badmouth so many people. And I would run into some of these people and I'd be like, what she's saying about them, I don't feel the energy that what she said matched.
Yeah.
And then really interesting is, I know the love bombing stage and the idolization and everything else. I'm like, this is making me uncomfortable. I've never had anyone act like that before, because that can be done at a friendship level, not just a romantic level.
Yeah.
And the very same people that she used to demonize, when I stepped away from this longtime friend, and she knew my whole family too.
Yeah.
Immediately the same people she demonized became her angels, and then I was the bad guy.
That's
and it wasn't just me. There was a few people she started behaving bad to, and it just kind of everything connected. So I just wanted to make it clear that a lot of times these groups about narcissistic abuse survivors or what have you focus on romantic relationships, but it can happen in friendships also. And I'm a little bit more careful about how I let people get close to me, if that makes sense. Now I look.
It makes a lot of sense, because you have to control how people are coming into your life. You know what I mean? It's like a filter. Just like it's a life filter in situations like that. You know what I mean? Just in these situations.
Right. So I feel like a sense of relief. I mean, sometimes I look back and say, I miss who I thought the person was. But the frustration about it, I've really been able to just kind of move on and just hope I don't run into that again. But at the same time, I'm not going to badmouth and trash them. I realize there's a lot that goes into having PD, and so I just know I'm not the professional. I haven't been assigned to save
Yeah,
anybody. She has to realize herself that she needs to get help. It's not, I can't do it.
yeah, yeah. There's nothing you can really do in that situation for them. Like I said, they have to want to go seek help for themselves. You can't save them, because when you try to save them, you overextend and you just end up hurting yourself more, or going in deeper and getting hurt more. So
I
just,
felt like my battery was so
yeah,
drained. I'm like, this person is exhausting. And wait, another slap in the face? Oh, done.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. That's exactly how we go though. So yeah, like I say, going no contact is healthy. That's one of the healthy things you can do. Like I said, it's not to punish anybody or hurt anybody. It's just for healing and clarity and peace.
It's to look out for me and my own wellness, and like, hey, it
Yes.
sends a message, boundaries crossed. I'm done defending myself, and you didn't get it. I got to move on. I did communicate, but I hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
So, well,
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah. Well, I appreciate being able to talk, and hopefully this helps others that, hey, if you have a friend in the same position that I was in, that, it crosses relationship boundaries. It's
Yeah.
not just for people who are romantically in love.
Yeah. I'm sure. People will see that and, like I said, understand that dynamic as well with the friendships too. It crosses the friendship and work and all. It's a lot of different aspects outside of the intimate relationships and things of that nature.
Right.
So yeah, I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much. I'll keep following.
All right. Thank you. Be safe. Okay.
Okay, you too. Take care.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye. Yay, friendships, y'all. Like I said, I had to cut one of my friends off here recently, a couple months ago. Dude, you know what I mean? I'm very protective of my platform. How do you deal with the smear campaign? I ignore shit like that. Yo, if you smearing me, that mean if you talking about me, that means I must taste good. You know what I mean? I must taste delicious if my name is all in your fucking mouth. That's how I be feeling sometimes. You know what I mean? But that's my mindset about it. Yeah, a lot. I'm convinced my boss is a narcissist. Oh, Lily, what's going on, girl? How you doing? Yeah, narcissistic, toxic bosses. Oh boy, you have to stroke their egos and just kind of stay out of their way if you like the job. You know what I mean? Like, you have to stroke their egos and stay out of their way. Just, oh, thank you so much for this job and thank you so much for being here. Rabble, 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 blah, blah, blah. I cut it off at BFF. She turned out narcissistic, smearing me. See, there you go right there. Once you cut them off, they typically expose themselves and whatnot. Melissa, you still coming to Charlotte? You're supposed to be doing that podcast, ain't you? Charlotte. Dude, our relationship is so wild. I can imagine. Is that the office? Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. It is very interesting dynamic, y'all. So y'all see Lily Hogan. That's one of my real life friends. She knows me in real life, so that's cool. I got one of my people who know me in real life on here, who knows Damon Hammock and not Lee. That's funny. Do narcissists always have extreme thought to situations? Sometimes, they work out. I'm always super paranoid, so worst case scenario stuff does run through my head quite a bit, y'all. Worst case scenario stuff does run through my head a lot. Do narcissists believe in karma? Some of them do, y'all. I feel like everybody's gonna be different in these circumstances, in these situations, but some narcissists believe in karma. I do. I'm trying to make my karma good. I don't want karma to spin the block and come hit me with her car. Flying monkeys are some of the worst part of the abuse. Yes, post separation toxic abuse happens all the time, y'all. Why the paranoia? So I have narcissistic personality disorder plus general anxiety disorder as well. So my high anxiety leads to a lot of paranoia, y'all. So yeah, the first time I took my personality disorder test, I just got narcissistic personality disorder, but I took another one in February of this year, and it came back general anxiety disorder. Why is it so difficult for narcissists to be self-aware and what it is? I think a lot of narcissists do have a lot of self-awareness. I just think self-awareness does not mean peace. Sometimes self-awareness brings on the horrible thoughts and let you know, like, I've been a terrible person here and there, so I don't want awareness sometimes. You know what I mean? So this question says, my ex cheated on me but tried to lie and say he didn't. Why lie even though I know the truth? Because he don't want to give you that satisfaction of knowing that you know the truth. Like, if I'm not going to admit to it. What does admitting to it get me? You know what I mean? What is admitting for me? Admitting. What is me admitting to cheating on you? What does that get me? How does that? What does that get me? A clear conscience? No, fuck that. My conscience, no. My conscience, no. I don't need a clear conscience. You know, what does that get me in this situation right here? How can you recognize when there are two narcissists in a relationship, and how do those situations typically play out? Two narcissists are going to be a super toxic situation, y'all. This toxicity running abroad, I promise you. You know, but the only way you can tell it, go to therapy. Like, are you willing to go to therapy? Are you willing to address the issues and work on yourself? You know, is your partner? Ask those questions right there. Are they willing? Is there a level of self-awareness? What does being a self-aware narcissist get you? I get clarity and peace in my life and healing. You know, that's what it gets me in my own thoughts. It's kind of a long question right here, yo. Hi, since the Discord, I've become aware my narc ex behaved worse with his exes than with me, but he was with me for a shorter time. Would this behavior have gotten bad? I mean, the longer these relationships go on, typically the worse they get, y'all. That's typically how it goes right there. You know, that's typically how it goes right there. Why do you care to go for help and others don't? Because I like being me. I like having the peace and clarity in my life and keeping my family dynamic together. You know, I like my life the way it is right now. You know, I enjoy my life. You know, and I also like helping people out. So when I started this journey, when I started this journey on social media, my goal was to help more narcissists get into therapy. More people go to therapy overall in general. You know, that's still my goal. I want narcissists to go to therapy, but after y'all, I do one-on-ones over Zoom, y'all. And after talking to literally, you know, and just over Zoom and talking to people in my real life, I talked to thousands of people that have been in toxic relationships, and the pain and the hurt that I've heard, yeah, I've got trauma dumped on me by damn near 3,000 people over the last 2.5 years. So it's just like I've heard so many bad stories that I realized you cannot be nice to narcissistic people to get them to go to therapy and change. You want one way to not get a narcissist to not get help? Be nice to them. Hey, honey, I think you're a great person, but you're a narcissist. See how far they get you. You know, is being egotistical a trait of narcissism? Yeah, I mean, having a big ego is part of it. You know? I go to therapy, and now I'm aware that I'm in a toxic relationship, and now that I'm done with it all, he's playing the victim now. Yeah, let him be the victim. Most narcissists are going to be victims regardless, y'all. They're going to be in victim mode regardless. You see what I'm saying? Regardless, if you leave or stay, they're going to be the victim. So your decision making time for you is like, you know what I mean? Decision making time for you, like, do you want to be the victim in a toxic relationship? How much longer do you have to give you? You know, how to go no contact when y'all have kids. So no contact when you have kids is extremely tough to do, y'all. And sometimes if you go no contact with a toxic narcissist, they're going to claim parental alienation. Like, I'm trying to talk to my spouse or my ex about the kids, and they never respond to me. You know what I mean? They never respond and whatnot. Do you bring people on here for storytelling? Yeah, I done had 2 people on. I just had people on here. I'm starting that, y'all. Well, I haven't told anybody since I heard since I hit 300,000 on YouTube. I'm about to start a YouTube live show where I have on guests every couple of days. I have on guests and things of that nature. Y'all just, you know, have people give their perspectives in situations like this. You know, I keep it very short and only about the child. That's exactly what you have to do, America Monet. You know, peace, love, and so. I went no contact, blocked her everywhere. There you go. Puto, bang, bang. There you go. I mean, going no contact helps you. You know, helps you. Yeah, we'll set it up, Lily. Just shoot me a text. We'll set it up. Like, literally a live show, y'all. I'm gonna have narcissists and other cluster B people on there as well. I'm gonna have survivors. I'm gonna have therapists. I'm gonna have a lot of people on here, y'all. You know, who do narcissists find attractive? I mean, everybody has their own personal taste, y'all. You know, me, I like funny women. I like women who can make me laugh. That's my thing right there. I like smart women too, y'all. I don't know. You mean smart and funny. You know. Are pretty girls especially targets for narcissists? Not necessarily. Would they go for attractive women? Yes. Would they go for attractive men? Absolutely, yes. You know, gotta ignore their ignorance at all times. I mean, typically narcissistic people want you to be ignorant to their behaviors. They want you to play stupid. They want you to be dumb. They want you to, hear no evil, see no evil, do no evil. They want that type of dynamic to go on right there. They find people attractive, like it's like there's not a specific type of person narcissists go after, Not hunting empaths. That's what y'all, if that's the question y'all asking. I'm not out here hunting empaths and looking for prey. Ignorant to their behaviors, yes. Opinion on borderline and narcissist relationships can be extremely toxic. Can be an extremely toxic relationship. The easiest target are those who play their game. I mean, a lot of people play the games though. He cheated and I feel guilty because I feel like I deserted him because he has cancer. Look, see y'all on the wrong y'all on the wrong page. Y'all on the wrong page looking for some empathy. You cheat on me and you get cancer, you on your own. You on your own. You gonna break my heart? Look, you gonna break my heart, and you gonna be fighting. You gonna be fighting it. You gonna be fighting it. You gonna be fighting that battle by yourself. That's just me. He cheated on me, and now he has cancer. Now, you be fighting that struggle by yourself, y'all. You absolutely will. BPD is a daily struggle. Yeah, BPD, Lily. Yeah, break my heart. Bye. Yeah, break my heart. Bye. Yeah. Honey, I know I cheated on you, and I broke your heart, but I got cancer, and I need you. Blink, 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 blinkety, blinkety, blink, blink, blink. Y'all seen the Lego Batman movie when the Joker was doing that? Blink, blink, blinkety, blinkety, blink, blink, blink. That's how I be doing. I be just like that. Blink, blink, blinkety, blinkety, blink. I'm gonna look right at you just like that. You know what I mean? No, I'm not putting up with nothing. Yeah, see, now you gonna make me look. I'm gonna take that guilt and ride with it, because you ain't gonna cheat on me. Get your little cheeks clapped by somebody else and come on like I got cancer. You got cancer in your cheeks. You think Johnny Depp is a narcissist? Sarah says she thinks he is. Man, y'all can listen to Sarah. Y'all want to? About Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp could very well be a narcissist, but it doesn't absolve Amber Heard of what the stuff that she was doing. You know what I mean? Why do they fake throw up when they've been caught? I mean, I want you to see how much it affects me that I hurt you. So I'm gonna throw up right now, and I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cut myself, and I'm gonna threaten to unalive myself because I hurt you. You see what I'm saying? I hurt you so much. Look how much it's hurting me that I hurt you. That's why, y'all. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize I had a lot of questions in here, y'all. Hold on. If you cheated, you was already dead anyway. If you cheated, you was already dead anyway. My crime of passion. Shit. Oh goodness. There might be some tears when they cry, but it won't be like the salty tears. It'd be like acid. It'd be like it'd be like Sprite. You taste their tears. You're like, that's Sprite. Are you crying Sprite right now? My narc baby daddy is getting his karma. He is now homeless and is mad I won't let him stay the night at my house. So now he really won't help with the kids. I don't know what to do anymore, but just not. So in this situation right here, him being homeless in this situation, like, you understand that if you let him spend the night, he gonna be living there, right? Yeah. The thing is, he gonna have his spend the night trash bag. The little spend the night trash bag, and he won't be leaving. You know what? We can be a family again. Lily, I'm in Greensboro. Trey got baseball practice. I'm in Greensboro. Let him be homeless. So this thing about being homeless, like, especially if you done cheated on me and now you don't have a home. I was like, you know what? He's like, I have nowhere to go. I'm homeless. Like, you're homeless. You have everywhere to go. Like, the world is now your oyster. You can live anywhere you want. You know, and if you let him back in the house to watch the kids because he has nowhere to go, he won't be leaving either. You know, this is you know. Don't leave your clothes at their place because you won't get them back. He might try to squeeze into them. You know, if you got the right one, it might try to squeeze into your clothes. Melissa, he can get into a homeless shelter. Marguerite, what's going on, girl? Having siblings on your YouTube live show would be sick, or other family relations. My mother has NPD. Older brother. My mother have a lot of people on her, y'all. Fucking let his mama love him. He put his hands on me. That's why he's not there anymore. But I still. Oh no. Oh hell no. He didn't beat your ass, and now he home. Oh hell, girl. Hell no. Every punch he threw, that's an extra week on his homelessness. That's an extra month on his homelessness journey right there. Every punch, every blow he threw at you, every bit of hands he put on you is more. It makes him more deserving of this homeless status he has. You know what I mean? Narcissistic parents as adult children. Oh, I think my son about to feel he wrapping up practice, y'all. Is it a good idea to send a narc your videos? It depends on who they are, y'all. I would typically say no, but I can't stop you from sending them. I'm like, no, they're going to use my videos against you, which would probably happen. No, he was staying with his friend. His friend kicked him out after a year. Extra year on his homelessness. The world is his home. Yes, exactly. Every punch he threw at you is an extra lick of an extra year on his homeless journey. Is it normal for a narcissist to be mad at something like an Uber counseling and they just take? Oh yeah, they'll get mad at you for a dirty dish and talk about your mama. You know what I mean? Talk about how your mama was a whore that your daddy used to cheat on. You know. Please have narcissistic parents on your show. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of people on there, y'all. I'm telling you, it's gonna take off. It's called Waving the Red Flag, y'all. My show is gonna be called Waving the Red Flag. Yeah, I'm gonna let the Lord get my lick back. Yeah, the Lord throw a mean right hook. I tell you that. The Lord throws a mean right hook that you cannot duck and dodge. I got an OOP against my ex, and now I'm scared about that. You got an order of protection against him? Damn. What is it, man? It's bugs. Don't hit the bugs over here. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, my son about to hop in the car, so I'm gonna have to hop off here in a second. I'm gonna have to hop off here while he getting his stuff together. You know, kids in their hoodies. It's like 80 degrees. I already got a hoodie on. Anyways, y'all, I'm about to hop off here. If y'all haven't already, follow the YouTube channel, and also Orlando, Florida on May the 20th for our next workshop. Our next in-person workshop, May the 20th, Orlando, Florida. The link is in my description for that workshop and whatnot, y'all. Follow the YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm starting a live show. I'm gonna do it over here too, y'all. It'll be over here as well. You know, it'll be on Instagram as well, because I like having people on the live and whatnot. Thank y'all for tuning in to another live. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all. Really, really do. Because as much as y'all think y'all learn from me, I learn even more from you. Seriously, y'all. Anyways, hop on the YouTube channel. Melissa, see you in June. Y'all be safe. Take care of yourself, okay? Peace.